The nurse froze, her hands trembling slightly as she peeled the blood-stained laces from the old combat boot. The hospital lights above buzzed softly, casting a pale glow on the body that lay still beneath the sheet. A tag read, Staff Sergeant Cole Matthis, age 34. He'd died with his boots on, and no one expected to find anything inside them. But when she reached into the left boot, her fingers touched paper, soft, folded, and soaked in warmth. She pulled it free. A letter, worn with time. And when she opened it, everything changed. Cole had walked into the emergency tent just days before, limping but refusing help. Dirt clung to his uniform. His hands were scratched, his eyes hollow. He'd helped carry 4 wounded men to safety. 3 survived. The 4th had been his younger brother. Cole hadn't cried. Not once. He simply sat beside his brother's body that night, his head bowed, boots still on, holding something in his hand. When a junior medic asked what it was, he said softly, "Just insurance. In case I don't come back." Born in the hills of West Virginia, Cole Matthis had been the quiet kind. The kind who watched more than he spoke. He'd enlisted the day after his father's funeral, a man broken by the system but never by life. Cole carried that same quiet dignity that he served 3 tours and 2 wars. He never asked for a medal, never asked to be thanked. He just wanted to keep people alive, especially the ones who didn't know how to stay safe. The boots he wore were his father's, passed down like armor. He polished them every Sunday, even in the field. Said they reminded him where he came from. But it was what was found inside those boots that silenced even the room full of generals. The letter, now unsealed, was written in uneven block print. The ink had bled from sweat, water, or maybe tears. It read, "If you're reading this, I didn't make it. But that's not what matters. What matters is that someone else did. I wore these boots because my father wore them. He died working 2 jobs so I could finish school. I didn't. I joined instead. If you're holding this, please don't just say I'm a hero. Please find a way to help the kids who come back broken, and the ones who don't come back at all. And if you ever get this to someone who can make change, don't let my silence be the last word. I died trying to save what's still good in the world." The letter was handed up the chain. It reached the president within 24 hours. He didn't read it in the Oval Office. He read it beside the Lincoln Memorial just after sunset. And when he finished, he whispered something his aides never repeated, but his eyes were wet, and he stood in silence for nearly 10 minutes. At the funeral, there were no cameras, no medals on display, just an old man in worn overalls, Cole's uncle, holding the folded boots close to his chest. Then, without a word, the president arrived. He placed the letter, now framed, on Cole's casket. And beside it, his own challenge coin, a symbol of highest respect. Then he stood back, and behind him, one by one, soldiers, nurses, medics, and generals formed a line. No one spoke. No one moved. They just stood. For 12 minutes, the world was silent. Some stories break you. Others remind you who we are. This one did both. I died trying to save what's still good in the world. That one line now hangs in the West Wing, engraved in bronze just outside the Situation Room. Don't let my silence be the last word. And it wasn't. Cole Matthis never shouted. He never asked. He simply showed up, again and again, until the world had no choice but to notice. That if you believe in honoring the unseen, if you felt something while hearing Cole's story, let us know where you're watching from. And remember, sometimes the quietest voices carry the loudest truths. Subscribe for more stories that honor silent strength and unseen sacrifice.